Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for January. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. At the end of the reading, I will pull a card from the Rooted Woman Oracle deck for you, so stick around for that. But let's get into it. What is going on with Capricorn in the month of January? This is you. This is what crosses you, or your challenge for January. Your conscious energy, your unconscious energy, your past, your future, attitude towards the situation, energy that surrounds you may not be aware of, hopes and fears, and the possible outcome of the situation. Alrighty. Okay, so to start it off, your energy for the month of January, you get the Ace of Pentacles, so possibly some new business opportunities coming your way, in the middle of manifesting something. What's crossing you is the Death card. In this tarot deck, it is called the Broom. Maybe a little bit more comforting than the word death for some people. It's kind of sweeping away this old version of yourself to make room for a new, better version of yourself, kind of a rebirth, a transformation of some sort. For your conscious energy, you get the Eight of Pentacles, so dedicating yourself to perfecting some sort of craft. It feels like you are putting a lot of time and energy into something or somebody, possibly. We'll clarify. For your unconscious energy, you get to the Four of Wands, so it feels like you are unconsciously celebrating a lot of growth, a lot of kind of happiness, fulfillment. There's some sort of commitment that you're making that you're really excited and passionate about. This could also be you having a little bit of a deep desire to maybe get out and hang out with friends more, maybe attend more gatherings, more parties. Maybe kind of ignoring that, though, because you want to stick to whatever it is that you're working on. For your past, you get the Five of Swords, so some sort of conflict there. Some sort of, maybe even, it's like kind of like a toxic conflict. Someone being a little bit demeaning towards you, or there's a lot of arguing back and forth, saying negative things, but we'll clarify, see what that's about. For your future energy, you get the Devil card, which is your card in the tarot deck, so kind of stepping into that energy, focusing a lot on the material aspects of life, the material pleasures of life, wanting to spoil yourself, maybe overindulging a little bit in certain areas, but again, we'll clarify. For your attitude towards the situation, you get the Queen of Wands, so feeling very independent, self-assured, confident, wanting to kind of, feels like you are aware that you have everything you need to solve all of the problems, or you're more than capable of handling everything on your own. For the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, you get to the Ten of Cups. So a whole lot of love, a whole lot of emotional stability, domestic harmony. It seems like you got a good group of people around you, a good support system of people around you. For your hopes and fears, you get to the Ace of Cups. So maybe this is like newfound self-love, or maybe new love in general for possibly somebody in your life. This could also just be opening up the possibility of being a little bit more creative, becoming a little inspired, wanting to maybe look at options that maybe are a little less traditional, possibly. For the possible outcome of the situation, you do get the Ten of Swords, so some sort of ending, some sort of loss here that's a little unexpected, possibly, but we'll clarify. Maybe this is just the loss of the old version of you to make room for a new, better version of yourself with the Death card crossing you. But let's get into the clarifications. Let's start off with this Ace of Pentacles for your energy in January. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Okay, for the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Fool card. Okay, yeah, so it seems like you are definitely evaluating other options, different pathways that could lead to a lot of success and recognition for that success. It feels like you're kind of, again, starting a brand new journey here. But first you have to figure out which of these paths. It feels like all of the options that you have available to you seem pretty good, but you're trying to evaluate them very carefully and not get stuck in kind of like maybe viewing things as a little bit of a too idealistic way. Trying to take a logical, practical approach to the situation. Let's clarify the Death card for what's crossing you or your challenge in January. Okay, for the Death card, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, the World card. Yeah, I feel like this is the ending and a new beginning. So you're closing out a lot of cycles that you've possibly repeated a lot in the past. There's a big accomplishment that's happening here. You're welcoming change, changing kind of pretty much your entire life, maybe changing directions completely here. And you're pretty adamant about it. You're like going for it really hardcore. I guess taking maybe even a little bit of an aggressive approach. Like, this change is going to happen. I'm going to make this happen. And nothing's going to stop me from, changing this direction, whatever it may be. Or accomplishing or closing out this cycle. I feel like there's this newfound sense of kind of oneness with the world that's causing you kind of like a revelation of some sort of which parts of yourself that you need to release and let go of, and which parts of yourself that you want to continue on this journey. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles for your conscious energy. Okay, for the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords. Yeah, so you're definitely becoming a little bit more curious about different avenues of, different opportunities, possibly things that are a little bit more outside of your comfort zone, kind of getting out of your usual day-to-day life and working towards something that may be a little bit more creative, a little bit more passionate, instead of something that's kind of tried and true, stick to the rules, follow the rules. Feels like you're dibble-dabbling in that a little bit. Feels like you're very curious right now about where this change is going to take you. Let's clarify the Four of Wands for your unconscious energy. For the Four of Wands, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Okay. Feels like there is kind of an opportunity for you to kind of make a commitment to somebody. A new opportunity to make a commitment to somebody, but you're kind of unconsciously brushing it off or being a little cold towards them without realizing it. Feels like you are like unwilling to open up your heart to them, even though you think that you are opening up to them in a way. Maybe you are, or maybe that's what this is about as well, working towards becoming a little bit more curious on how you can show up in relationships. Like there's this thing of making plans, of getting out of your comfort zone and working on something and becoming more curious and open-minded. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for your past energy here. Okay, for the Five of Swords, you get the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Devil. Yeah, there was something in the past here that was really kind of toxic. Something that you had to do a lot of healing from. Something or somebody that you felt a need to protect yourself from. Feels like maybe this was a relationship where somebody was kind of maybe verbally a little kind of abusive or toxic, emotionally manipulative. I always struggle with that word, manipulative. And maybe that's why you have your walls up so high currently, is because of this person, because of this past situation where they kind of really brought you down, and you're possibly still healing from that. Let's clarify the Devil card and your future energy. If this wasn't a person, this could also be yourself, beating yourself up, being too hard on yourself. But yeah, let's clarify the Devil for your future energy. Okay. For the Devil, you get the Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands. Okay. Feels like you're unable to get out of your own head. Feels like you're in the future, you're cycling through a lot of, negative thoughts that are really kind of weighing you down. And it feels like there's this kind of inner child within you that really needs to be listened to be heard. And you're kind of just ignoring that. Ignoring these feelings that you have, or these hopes and dreams that you have, and just getting stuck in the cycle of negative thinking. And it's almost like addictive to a point, like you don't have control over it. You may be even kind of fantasizing about, negative situations in your mind, thinking of all the possible bad outcomes that could come from this thing or in life in general, and just kind of getting stuck in that loop. And it kind of feels, like you don't have control over it. Even when you try to stop it, it feels like that just makes it worse. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands for your attitude towards the situation. For the Queen of Wands, you get the Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're kind of just getting bored with the more traditional path for some reason, even though that is kind of what resonates with you and like your earth energy of being like practical and tactful. I feel like there's something in your life that's kind of making you really unhappy. There's like this structure that you're in right now that you kind of want to get out of. Yeah, it feels like you kind of just want to like free yourself from this and become like a little bit more spontaneous, a little more fun-loving instead of, going to work, focused on work so much, focused on money. You want to live a little. And it feels like you're not really excited by the commitments that you've made. But let's clarify the Ten of Cups. For the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of. For the Ten of Cups, you get the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, the Lovers. Yeah, there's that person again. They're around you. They've got a lot of love because the Four of Wands is here and it's also here as well. And they really want to make like a big commitment to you. They've got a whole lot of love for you. But again, I think you are putting that off for some reason just because you are a little disconnected or dissatisfied at the moment. It feels like you can't really dive deep into that for some reason, even though you want to. Feels like you do have that love for them, or you do care for them a lot, but it's difficult for you to show that for some reason. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups for your hopes and fears. Okay. For the Ace of Cups, you get the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You also want that. You also want to make this big commitment to them. You want that kind of... I feel like you do... There's a part of you that wants that big happy family type of thing, but I feel like you're afraid of taking that next step and then regretting it, but once you've taken that next step, there's no going back. So you're a little afraid of doing that at the same time, even though that's what you want. You're afraid of, disappointing them or them disappointing you. There's also a fear of losing that as well. There's a fear of kind of being abandoned or being left out in the cold. Could also be feeling like you are not financially in the right place to make that big commitment. as well. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords for the possible outcome. Okay, for the Ten of Swords, you get the Six of Swords, the Justice card, the Judgment card. Okay. So this is the end of something. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's the end of that relationship or whatever love situation that it is that you got going on. This feels like you're leaving something behind that is no longer serving you. Leaving behind something in order to find balance again. The Six of Swords is like moving to calmer waters, moving towards something that brings you peace. And with the Judgment card here, it's kind of like a revelation, an awakening of some sort of the things that you need to leave behind, possibly the people you need to leave behind. But there's like some sort of truth that you're finally realizing, and you're like, okay, I need to walk away from that because it is no longer serving me, it's stressing me out. Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, so maybe you're finally able to move on past this hurt of whatever happened in your past, of whatever this situation was that kind of was really, negative and brought you down really, and kind of just made you feel like crap. Excuse my language, but it's true. So I feel like you're finally being able to move on from that and find balance again and restore kind of that peace into your life, which is good. That is good. Let's get a card from the Rooted Woman Oracle deck for you. What do the Rooted Woman want Capricorn to know in January, please? Cave, incubation. I'll read a little bit from here for you. There it is, okay. Initiatory rituals often took place in caves. They were key to the Eleusinian, Dionysian, Orphic, and Mithraic mystery traditions of ancient Greece and Rome. Caves are dark and womb-like, and the passages which lead to them reflect the process of birth, the journey out of the safety of the womb and into an uncertain world. The entry passages are also characteristic of near-death experiences. The cave, then, is a portal to new life. The rebirth, which begins to be dreamed into being in the cave, is at the heart of the heroine's journey. The cave card then invites us to shut ourselves away for a while from the clamor of the outside world. Held safely in the soft and healing darkness, we can begin to reimagine ourselves. Here in the cave is where our transformation begins, a profound and lasting transformation which can only emerge from time spent in the darkest of places. Interesting. It's interesting that you got that card, and it's all about transformation, and transformation, the death card, is what's crossing you or your challenge. So I feel like this is a big, in January, this is a big moment of transformation and rebirth for you. But that is all I have for you for the month of January, Capricorn. Happy belated birthday to you if I missed your birthday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.